I am back. And so just noticing here what your body is starting to communicate with you. You already likely have a sense of where you need some extra TLC tonight. So giving yourself the space to have that, whether it be something mentally or something physically. Notice your breath. Maybe I'll guide you through a little bit of breathing here. So first start by taking a deep inhale through your nose. Fill up your chest and your belly, and then exhale, let it all out through your mouth. Do that a couple more times. Big belly, big chest, big breath, and then exhale, let it out through your mouth. Good. I'm going to count with you here for the breath. We'll do an inhale for 4, and we'll exhale for 5, and then I'm going to increase the exhale for 6 and then 7. So let's start here. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold your breath here. Keep holding. You got this. Good. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. And exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more round. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. See if you can suck in a little more air. Anything else that you can get. Keep holding. Good. Keep holding. A little bit longer. And then exhale. Let everything out. Let it all go. Okay. Just settling and resting here for a few more moments. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. And just noticing your breathing here, noticing the support underneath you. Allowing yourself to just be here now. No expectations, no destination. And if you have the space, I'm not sure what your wall is like, but feel free to explore with your legs if you want to do any changing of your legs, maybe opening your legs nice and wide. your breath to release and let go of anything that no longer serves you today. All right, go ahead and pull your knees into your chest and rock a little bit. Start to kind of wake up the senses here. So just making any movements that want to be made. And if you want to find your way back to your mat so that you can be near your props and find your strap, you can recline back down to your back and we'll do a little bit of strap time. Some play time with your strap. I was thinking about trying to play audio music for you through the computer. Do you want me to do that? I could put the soft tones. Let's see if I can make it sound good. Let's see. Sometimes I can make it sound good and sometimes it's not so good. All right, so with your strap, go ahead and strap your feet and just start doing all the things that Karen loves to do with the strap. And let me know if you can maybe give me a thumbs or something if you can hear the music. It's going to be kind of low because it's these like deep tones. I'm not sure if it's coming through. Can you hear it? Yeah, is it nice? Like, is it good for you? Okay, good. And you can still hear my voice? Amazing, yay. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. All right, and so here, rocking side to side, you already know what you love to do with the strap, so just taking time for yourself. You're just feeling into all the different things. I grab my strap and play with you too. That looks like fun. Love to use strap time. It's just time to contemplate what's happening in my body. Time for me to notice those little things in my back or my hip or my upper body that seem to be causing me some discomfort. Just noticing what that's all about. Trying to communicate with it, kind of, you know. That's what I like to do. It's just asking the body, like, what is it? What is going on here and why? What are the things that I do in my daily routine that are causing this other thing to occur? And also trying not to have judgments about it. So trying to release the like, oh, I should have known better, I shouldn't do that, or those types of thoughts when it comes to noticing what's going on in your body. This is simply the act of noticing and then offering some forgiveness. I think there's a space to offer forgiveness to ourselves for the places that we overjudge, the places that we overdo, the ways that we sort of shame ourselves for these different things. And sometimes we take it out on our bodies. And so if there's anything in your body that you feel like you might be judging too harshly or fighting with, see if you can offer that space in your body a little bit of forgiveness today. All right, and so choosing a side that you want to let out of the strap, so you can pick whichever leg wants to come out of the strap first, and just working with the one side, whichever side it is. Opposite leg out of the strap can be all the way extended, or you can plant your foot onto the floor, whichever feels best. And just playing around here. For me, I have my right foot into the strap, looks like you've got your left foot in the strap, so just playing around, being really curious, especially with the one side. You have a lot more room to move around and explore inside of your hip, explore also the range of your hamstring, and maybe even spending time in a little bit of stillness, especially if you're drawing your knee in towards your chest for your hamstring. I like to find opportunities to sit still and breathe for a couple of moments. And then also noticing what's happening in your back as well, right? Yes, you have your legs strapped, and that's where a lot of sensation is happening, but just notice if you're, crunching your shoulders at all in any kind of way, or if there's an opportunity for your neck to get longer by tucking your chin towards your chest or anything like that, anything that might help your upper body. And then again, continuing to play around with the lower body here. So opportunity to open your left leg out to the left side, holding your strap into your left hand. And using anything that's next to you. It looks like maybe you have your foot onto your bed, which is perfect. I've got mine kind of on the wall next to me. Spending a couple of moments here breathing into whatever this sensation is for you. And when you feel ready and called to do so, go ahead and take a big breath in, and then exhale, bring your leg up through the center and switch hands with your strap and cross your left leg over the right side of your body and extend your left arm out with your palm facing down. See if you can help support yourself here, coming into this big twist. Taking some big breaths here. This might be a lot. We're twisting and stretching hamstring at the same time. It feels like a lot in my body tonight. I've been pretty sedentary lately. I've been reading a lot. I've been really hunkered down. So for me, the twist feels like a lot. For you, it might be nothing. That's okay. Take a big breath in and exhale. Roll back to your middle. Good. And if there's any last things that you want to do with this one leg, you have a little bit of space to do that. You know where we're headed next, the next side. So taking your time. There's no rush, no hurries, no worries. Just the two of us, and we have this hour to spend here exploring and being curious. And the nice thing is that our bodies are going to indicate to us exactly what needs to happen, right? So we just switch sides, and for me, definitely a lot tighter on this second side. This is my non-dominant side. So for you, just notice what the difference is in your body, what it's like. See if you can make any adjustments that want to be made for the experience that you're having on this side versus the first side. And again, no judgments, right? Like here, I can tell my left side is tighter. Why? Because it's just my left side. There's not really a judgment about it. It's just, oh, it's the other side, so it's tighter. And allowing my mind not to attach reasons for it, even though my mind has lots of reasons for it. So yeah, just opportunities to allow the judgments to fade. Making any other movements that want to be made. Opportunity, let's open your leg out to the side. So holding your strap into your right hand. Taking a lot of big breaths here. You might feel it in your opposite hip. I'm noticing it as I'm holding my left leg out. I'm noticing an opening of my right hip. And so just notice if there's any places in your body that you can allow to release. as you engage on one side. Yeah, what's happening on the other side? Is there anything happening on the other side? And maybe there's not. Okay, take a big breath in, and on your exhale, roll your leg up to the middle and cross over, coming into your twist. Oh, this is gonna feel like, I feel like 100-year-old lady on this side. I'm not even halfway there. 45, so maybe I'm I feel like an 80-year-old lady. That's it. I feel like I'm twice my age in this twist. Oh, but I'm gonna allow myself the grace to not judge my body over it. And so that's your invitation also. Giving yourself grace. If I were an 80-year-old lady, I would think I was pretty badass right now. So there's that. So my 80-year-old self gets to be honored even in my 45-year-old body. All right, take a big breath in, roll back to the middle. And if you want to take both legs into the strap, maybe take your feet nice and wide if you hadn't done that yet. Rock as big or as little of a rocking motion as you want to take. Okay, I'm going to have you try something. I'm actually trying it right now, and it's kind of interesting and fun. As long as your neck feels stable and like there's not, if you don't have any like neck injury, I'm going to suggest that you close your strap. So find the D-rings on your strap and pull the one end through so that you have a full loop of your strap. And then once you get that, turn it just a little bit so the D-rings aren't going to be in the way. Because we're going to take the strap, keep your feet in it, and you can bend your knees and lift your head up and tuck your chin and put the strap around the back of your head, but not your neck, like up, kind of like the middle of your head. And use the resistance from your feet. And you could plant your hands down, but like using the resistance for like a little neck stretch. It feels really good in my body. I don't know. It may or may not work for you. I'm literally just exploring with this. And so, okay, as I bend my feet, it stretches my neck even more. I mean, as I bend my knees, it stretches my neck even a little bit more. And so, yeah, unbend to back off on the stretch. Bend at the knees to increase the stretch. And we're not going to be here very long. This is literally like just a quick little way to, oh, this feels really good for me. This is like something that like my massage therapist would do. Is like, they call it, oh, there's a name for this in massage. Traction. That's what it is. Getting traction in the neck. So it's kind of like pulling the neck out a little bit. But yeah, so once you feel complete with that, you can release your strap. But if you wanted to explore, just so long as you don't have any kind of pinching. If there's any pinching, then definitely stop. Okay. I'm just finishing up, and anything else that you feel called to do with the strap completely looped. Like like now I've put my thumbs through it and I'm just kind of stretching my arms. Yeah. So if there's anything that feels like curious or interesting that you could do with the loop of your strap, go ahead and try it out. need to learn some more strap moves. I need a whole yoga teacher training just for my strap. I know there's a lot of really creative, ingenuitive ways to use a strap that I don't know about. I would love to learn. Kind of finishing up here with whatever you've chosen. Yeah, and I luckily had a pretty long, this was a decently long strap that I was using, so that worked out well. Looks like yours is pretty long too. Yeah, go ahead and let that go, rolling out your ankles. And we'll roll over onto hands and knees. And we'll stretch out our upper body, cat and cow, and if you wanted to take a downward facing dog, you could do that. I think I'm actually going to lay my mat out because I really would like a downward facing dog, and I can't do it on a blanket. I will slide. I have discovered that my mat is really cold, and I don't use it very much because I live in an apartment, and my apartment is above the garage. Like there's just garages underneath me, and so my floor is really cold, and so if I leave my mat out, my mat's already naturally a cold mat, it gets even colder. So I think I need to buy a new mat, and I'll get back on it. Because even standing on it right now, it's cold. Oh. Spending time doing all the things. I love to shift from side to side, almost like a hip dip, like you would do in like a rigorous exercise thing where you kind of like dip hip. But I like to do that and stretch out the opposite side of my body that way. You could shift forward and back, downward dog to plank. They're just ideas. You already know what you want to do here. Ooh, my mat is cold. I think I need a cork mat. Is that what, do you have a cork mat? You do? Is it a warmer mat? Yeah, see, that's what I've been thinking. I need to buy a cork mat so that it'll be warm. This mat is this thick rubber and I love it. It's heavy duty, but it's so cold. I just find myself not wanting to pull it out, so I just practice on a blanket, which means I hardly ever do any standing poses anymore. I'm sure it's not good for my body. I'm sure my body would really love some more engagement. Can't be restorative and gentle all the time, huh? Give it a little bit of vigorous activity. Rocking back and forth, side to side, all the different things. I would love to offer in a few moments gate pose. So it would be the one where we're like hands and knees, extend one leg out and then open or something to that effect. All right, so this is just a place that you could go. Oh, feeling good in my shoulders. And so you could mix that in. So that could be, there could be like a cat, cow, gate opening. Now there's a lot that we could do here. Have a little bit of puppy in between. Time to sink into the shoulders. When I'm in puppy pose, when I have my forehead connected, I actually like to rock from side to side on my forehead. I do all kinds of, in my personal practice, I do a lot of really weird stuff. I just move around. I just do a lot of moving and exploring of like, oh yeah, that feels really good. Okay, I'm going to do this today. And so my personal practice looks really goofy. I'm sure if I videotaped it and watched it, you're like, what? What? Ah, good. I see that you're using your blocks, and that is excellent because that pose actually, I like it. I prefer it with blocks. So you get more height for your arms, and yeah, you get to, be out a little bit further. So good on that. And then I also would love to offer the one where we're on hands and knees, and you extend one leg back and cross it over the other leg, and then place the pinky edge of your foot down onto the ground like you're kicking your heel away and then looking back towards your toes. So this is like that kind of a big C curve for your body. And then breathing into that opposite waist. We'll take it on the second side. And I'm sorry that I'm wearing black pants tonight. I did it again. I have better lighting in here though than in the studio. Although it's not that I don't have good lighting in the studio. I choose the dim light in the studio for the students that are there. All right, go ahead and uncross. And then let's curl toes under. Let's do a little toe stand because we're right here. Our feet want some attention too. So curl your toes under. Do you do this one ever, Karen? Is this one that you ever? Yeah, okay, good. I've been practicing this one a lot recently because I'm noticing I have something going on with my left big toe, and so I'm trying to see if I can release it. So yeah, notice if you have one foot that appreciates and doesn't appreciate this pose more than the other. And just breathe here, and maybe take your arms and open them wide, and then exhale, send your right arm underneath your left. Let's come into eagle arms for this, just to give our upper body something to do for a moment. And you could play around with the height of your elbows to roll your neck a little bit. Just a little distraction from whatever might be, whatever sensation is occurring. And we're just going to call it that, sensation. Our minds attach meaning to what we feel in our bodies, and we declare it good or bad when really it just is. From our ego, we know whether we like it or not. All right, let's uncross these arms and we'll do the second arm. So left arm underneath the right. Breathing into this, noticing where you feel it in your arms or across your shoulders. Again, maybe playing around with the height of your elbows to find the most desired spot. The spot that feels the best. If you continue to allow sensations to occur in your feet, we're so close. A couple more breaths. Okay. Go ahead and unwind your arms and shift your weight into your hands and uncurl your toes nice and slow. Oh. Then pitter patter your feet. Give your toes a chance to loosen up and recover. The more I do that pose, actually, the more I like it. My right foot really likes it. My left foot is the one that I'm having trouble with, which is why I'm practicing the pose lately. So I've noticed my left foot wants some assistance. That's how I'm choosing to think of it. Not that my left foot has a restriction. My left foot needs some assistance. Or not even needs it, it wants it. My foot has a mind of its own. It wants some assistance All right, so sit back onto your heels if that's comfortable. See if you can lean back and just do a little bit of stretching into your shoulders this way, kind of almost exaggerating the chest. So instead of letting the shoulders just stay normal, pull them and roll them back. Yeah. Yeah, and you could cross your legs. Yeah, you don't have to have your knees bent like this, but just placing your weight into your hands, side to side. This could be a nice little stretch for your wrists too. You could even turn your, let's see, fingertips could either be facing away from you or towards you. So you can decide that. What an interesting little thing we can do here. And then, maybe, let's see, since we already have our hands behind us, have your fingers so that they're facing towards your buttocks, and we'll press up into a reverse plank, because why not? We're already kind of here. Extend your feet. I never do this pose. It might feel kind of good. Let's see. Oh, it kind of does feel good. It's a nice strengthening pose. Lower. I'm doing all kinds of fun stuff because I have my mat out now. And let's do that one more time. Pressing up. I'm sure my shoulders are going to thank me tomorrow. They're going to be like, what did you do? I used to do a lot of upper body lifting in my old version of life at my job. And so this different version of my life, my body is a different kind of body now. And it's kind of funny because the more I do things that are like way muscular engaging, the more I notice it the next day. And I'm like, oh, wow. I used to work at Bed Bath & Beyond, Karen. I used to put all the bedding up at the top of the store and all the coffee pots and all the things, like every morning from 7 to 9 o'clock. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the bolster and let's do some resting. So we'll do a deer pose, and I'm going to let you choose what side you want to start on. So whichever side feels good for you, I'm going to go ahead and let you rest there, and I do have a prayer that I wanted to read to you tonight. And let's see, it's 8:13. I kind of got us started about 5 minutes late, and so we're going to go just a little bit over the 8:30 mark, and I'm sure you're okay with that. And I'm sure your little doggy is okay with that too. I'm just taking a couple cleansing breaths here, allowing your body to sink into your bolster. I'm going to read to you a prayer of honoring the elements. And this isn't one that I read very often, but I like it. So, prayer for honoring the elements. We are so profoundly grateful for our full spectrum lives today, for the restoration of life that happens when we travel our circular spiral path. Thank you for instilling in us the call to adventure, and for the lure to presence the light like fancy winged moths to flames. Thank you for each tiny grain of sand, each crystalline star, each prismatic tear, each mountain we've climbed, each ounce of primordial muck we've had to crawl through to get to this place. Bless this day in which we breathe deeply of your sacred air, dance around your sacred fire, cleanse in your sacred waters, and rest peacefully on your sacred earth. Remind us when we call in your help to be very specific, that the powers are listening, and that every fulfilled request results in an impactful ripple. Help us to think ahead before we put into words what we think we need. May we know the whole truth about ourselves and believe that this knowing, followed by our efforts today, will unfold seasonally with patience and grace. Teach us to honor the alchemy of the elements and the natural cycles. Show us how to stand strong and face the world together. Remind us of all the help available to us, found in the vast sky, tall flames, the infinite sea, and the deep soil. Help us walk your transformative wheel of life over and over again with joy for the experience of practice. Remind us that we are not alone by revealing to us our holy compass and by directing its holy needle. Allow us to be courageous when walking in our glorious labyrinth as we come to understand your visionary nature, fiery nature, fluid nature, and grounded nature, as we attempt to follow your lead through our darkness. Notice your breath here. We're almost done on this side, so just taking a couple more breaths. Allowing yourself, again, just to be supported and be here now. Giving thanks for the elements, like the prayer says, the earth and the cycles, for each tiny grain of sand, each crystalline star, every mountain we've climbed, and each ounce of primordial muck that we've had to crawl through to get here. Starting to deepen your breath so that you can change sides. And settling in on this side, noticing if there's anything that needs to be adjusted or be different about it. Again, without judgment, allowing it to be how it is. Bless this day in which we breathe deeply of your sacred air, dance around your sacred fire, and cleanse in your sacred waters. Rest peacefully on your sacred earth. Remind us when we call in your help to be very specific, that the powers are listening and that every fulfilled request results in an impactful ripple. Help us to think ahead before we put into words what we think we need. So God is listening, the universe is listening to us. Every word, even in our thoughts and our ideas, our actions, our judgments. As we approach holiday, the new year, also just noticing where are there judgments that have accumulated in your system, whether they be judgments about the world, all the way down to judgments about yourself and others, people that you love, or the people that reflect back to you things that are less than desirable. How can we start to dissolve some of that and allow there to be a gray area, a space for forgiveness? What would it look like if you were to let yourself off the hook for past mistakes? Would you be able to do that so that you can also let others off the hook for their spirit of forgiveness, and the spirit of giving, spirit of loving and being? Last couple breaths here. Start to wiggle your fingers and waken up your arms, upper body. I'm going to put you into the prone position, so on your belly with your bolster across your mat. I think we did this last week. And then coming onto the bolster, letting your whole pelvis be supported. You could add your pillow right here underneath your chest. Sometimes it helps to have something under the chest. It's just really cold for my face. I can't do it without a pillow. My mat is freezing. It's so cold. How come you don't do yoga? Oh, because my mat's too cold. Like, No excuses. Put a blanket over it. Okay. So finding yourself as supported as you can be here. Hopefully you're super comfortable. That's my intention for you, is to feel really comfortable. Just spend a few minutes here. See if you can really sink and just allow that bolster to support your hips. Let the rest of your body be as heavy as it can be. This will be the last pose before Shavasana. May we know the whole truth about ourselves and believe that this knowing, followed by our efforts today, will unfold seasonally with patience and grace. Teach us to honor the alchemy of the elements and the natural cycles. Remind us of all the help available to us, found in the vast sky, the infinite sea, and the deep soil. Help us walk your transformative wheel of life over and again with joy for the experience of practice. How many schools of thought say that we've been here over and over again. What are we here for? What's the purpose? I'm starting to believe more and more that the purpose is for forgiveness. To forgive ourselves and forgive others. So that we can all return home back to our place. Our place with God, with the one, with the source. So you're going to hear forgiveness being a pretty large topic of mine throughout my classes. Based on new understandings of who we are and who we are to each other. Beautiful reflections, beautiful opportunities to forgive. Right, if you needed to make any adjustments with your head, won't be here much longer, but just give you an opportunity to sort of even out any neck stuff before we fully transition. And we'll deepen your breath and come into our final resting pose. You get to choose whatever that's going to be. If there's anything you need to take in between, need a little yogi recess for anything, feel free. Get that blanket, socks. I was going to say, put some socks on those feet. I know I had to put my sweater back on and my socks back on, move my mat. My mat was so cold. Do a little body scan here for Shavasana. Starting with your feet, noticing they feel nice and warm now. Noticing how your toes feel after being in toe stand, your arches. Letting your awareness travel up your legs. Remembering that at the beginning of practice, we had our feet in the straps, working with hamstrings and legs and feet. So just noticing any changes or differences that might have occurred. And letting your awareness travel up to your pelvis. Get a little bit of twisting, not much. And we laid on the bolster, prone, to take some stress off of your pelvis, take stress off of your low back. Just notice that feels like anything shifted there. Allow your awareness to travel up your spine, along your arms. Don't do too much with the upper body, but we did do an eagle pose for the arms, and so noticing there. Arms and shoulders, what do they feel like now? Allow your awareness to wash over your heart center. Even imagining your chakra system kind of lit up. If there were light bulbs through your 7 chakras along your spine, how bright would each one of them be? Are there any that are shining brighter than others? So allow your awareness to travel up your neck, your head, and your face. You can ask the muscles in your cheeks to relax even just a little bit more. Notice the crown of your head and the space between your eyes. I know you have an eye pillow on your eyes, so allowing your face to feel nice and heavy. Taking a big breath into your nose and letting it out your mouth. Give you some space from my voice. Be here for several more minutes. Shavasana. Deepening your breath. Some little movements with your feet, your hands. Gently guiding yourself back to present. No big rush, just a moment. I had unmuted you, and Zoom doesn't let us unmute, or doesn't let us unmute people anymore. It asks you to unmute, and I was going to have you unmute. And so here we are. Sometimes when you stay unmuted while I'm teaching, I can hear myself talking while I'm teaching, which is why I mute you, even when it's just the two of us, because I get the echo of myself, and I'm like, I don't want to hear myself. I'm already hearing myself say it right here, you know.
That'd be hard.
Yeah. All right. So just bringing yourself back here, bringing your hands down to the ground, onto the earth, and just root back into this space here with one another. Remembering that we've got each other, we've got our yoga mat, we've got time and space that we can give to practice and devotion. And I just want to give you so much gratitude for choosing to be in class with me tonight. And imagine that you have those roots growing out from underneath you, spreading all around, spreading wide. My roots are connecting over to yours. Let's turn our palms up and inhale, scoop up our energy. Bring it down with you to your heart. We go throughout the rest of this week until the next time we see each other, choosing to send this energy out like this loving, healing light, and let's now add an element of forgiveness to this energy. So whoever you want to share it with in any way that you can, and if there's anyone, especially yourself, that you can free from judgment, and that is your invitation for this upcoming week. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your teacher this evening. Namaste.